What's up, fam? It's October 4th, 2022, day 4 of the Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And if it's your first time joining us, what this is it's actually, I found these cards called the Secrets of the Millionaire Mind cards, and each one has a message. And what I decided to do is take one a day, share the message with you guys, share my thoughts, and also if you have any thoughts on it, if you've used this message before, if you have implemented it in your life, or if you just, it brings up something in a conversation of some sort in your mind, I ask for you to share. Want this to be a collective and learning experience. And also, if you missed any days, you could go back and watch this. You'll find this on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Rich Carbajal. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, let's choose the card. I'll choose this one. All right. So this one says, play the money game to win. That's a good one. Play the money game to win. It says, rich people play the money game to win. Their goal is to create wealth, or to create massive wealth and abundance. Poor people play the money game to not lose. Their goal is survival and security. Interesting. All right, so let's break this down. So overall, he's basically saying it's a money game out there, and we got to play to win every day, right? And we have to learn how to create wealth, but massive wealth and abundance. Now, what does this mean? This means that wealth in abundance means we have options. That's pretty much what it. And then not only that, it's we were able to set up our family and friends to where money's not an issue most of the time. Even growing up, and I'll say still at times struggle with money. Too much, what do they call it, too much month at the end of your money, right? You get your paycheck and you're already waiting for the next one, because for the next couple of weeks, or it could be a whole month, it's already gone. Your paycheck's gone, and you have to pretty much work your ass off for that next paycheck. So there's a lot more month at the end of your money, where we want it the opposite. We want more money to pretty much be abundant and not, be like, man, I like lacking of money. And if we live this way, what tends to happen is money is not an issue, right? So whatever other problems start coming up is not about money. And most problems nowadays is about money, especially in relationships. I lived this, I watched it, and it tears families apart. Number one cause of breakups and marriages is a lack of money. And most of the time what tends to happen is there's no financial stability, there's no principles that are learned early on by both partners. And sometimes there's too much spending, and we don't really look at that of investing for the long term, as we talked about the other day, to set ourselves up. So here, the other part of this is, poor people play the money game to not lose. Their goal is to survive, for survival and security. Now, one of the things that we're taught is to save money, right? Put it in the bank and whatnot. And what this does, we're actually losing money daily because of inflation. So if you had $100 in the bank, let's say before 2020, and you still have it in the bank in a savings account, now it's worth less. Why? Because things cost more, right? Inflation went up, and gas went up. So you're not able to get the same amount of things, or trade that same amount of $100 for the things you were just 2 years ago. And so here it says security. So that's a security part. And the survival is obviously, as I was saying, there's more month at the end of the money. And we're just like, man, I gotta make another dollar, another dime, to another dollar, another dime, so I could pay this bill. Another dollar, another dime, so I could put gas in my tank. And we're just barely surviving. So overall, we have to switch that mindset, and we have to really, set ourselves up to win this money game because that's what it is, right? And there's different avenues from, investments, starting a business. There's a quote by Jim Rohn where he says profits are better than wages. If you haven't heard of Jim Rohn, he has a lot of great information out there, but profits are better than wages, meaning, wages will make us a living, which is cool, but profits will make us a fortune, which is super cool, right? And we could do both. If you have a career right now, you could start something part-time and start making those profits so you could play the money game to win, baby. But that's what it is. Read it one more time and close this out. So rich people play the money game to win. Their goal is to create massive wealth and abundance. The goal, create massive wealth and abundance. Poor people play the money game to not lose. Their goal is survival and security. If you have any thoughts on that, feel free to share them. I'd love to hear your opinions, your thoughts. If you've been playing this game, that's awesome. Let's we're switching that mindset, right, to make this happen. And yeah, so I'll catch you tomorrow. See you. Love you. God bless.